So last week we had a look at the sides who had the toughest starts in the Premier League next season, and through popular demand we're going to look at the teams that have the toughest ends of that season. When looking at the end of these seasons, we're defining it as being the last 6 games, which are in April and May. So here are the 3 teams we believe to have the hardest ends of next season. Huddersfield Town. The Terriers are back in the top flight of English football for the first time since 1972. David Wagner has done an extraordinary job with the West Yorkshire outfit, but has a serious challenge on his hands to keep them in the Premier League. Huddersfield actually have a relatively kind start, but a really brutal end. Their last 6 games begin okay with a trip to Brighton before playing host to Watford, but after that it's hard to see where the points are going to come from. They end the season with games against Chelsea, Everton, Man City and Arsenal, so good luck lads. If they want any hope of staying in the Premier League, they're going to have to get off to a good start and make sure they make loads of signings in the summer to make sure they have plenty of depth. That being said, they do have an excellent manager and can take some comfort from the fact that Burnley managed to stay in the Premier League without spending a whole load. Southampton. It's been a busy summer already for the Saints, clouded by the departure of Claude Puel and the Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool debacle. We're not expecting them to be challenging for a Champions League space, but they might sneak into a Europa League spot. But they have got a shocking end to the season. If they do want to get into the top half of the table and possibly challenge for a Europa League spot, they're going to have to deal with some really tricky run-ins. The beginning of April is a trip to the Emirates to face Arsenal, before playing host to Chelsea and then travelling to Leicester City. And then they end the month with a derby which isn't technically a derby, with Bournemouth. And then the season is concluded with an away game against Everton and then a home tie with Man City in May, with Man City probably challenging for the title and Everton surely challenging for at least a Europa League spot. It's going to be really tough to see the Saints having any luck in the last couple of weeks. It doesn't make it any easier the fact that they're going to have to find a new manager to come in and sign some more players and hope to keep hold of the likes of James Ward-Prowse, Manolo Gabbiadini and Dusan Tadic, who, let's face it, Liverpool are probably going to end up signing. West Ham United. Following Slaven Bilic's impressive debut, last season was just really underwhelming for the Hammers. The lack of any serious investment by the club last summer, combined with a really unpopular stadium move, led to a really icy relationship between the club's hierarchy and the supporters. A poor league finish plus Dimitri Payet's departure didn't help, and the Hammers will be hoping for so much more next season. But come the end of the season, they're going to have some serious points on the board, because it's going to get very tough for them. Time start the month with a trip to Chelsea and then take on Stoke at home, followed by a trip to the Emirates to face Arsenal. Their final 3 outings see them take on Man City at home, Leicester away and Everton at home. West Ham are going to have to invest some serious money if they want to achieve anything more than mid-table obscurity. And that's our list. Who do you think has the toughest run-in at the end of next season? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And in fact, we've just started a new channel called Footy Feed. We're going to be looking at loads of transfer news, gossip and more lists like this. So be sure to head over to there and subscribe.